Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away, and that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here, they get the completion and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Who's going to make a play, baby? Ain't no joke out here right now. Take a look, baby. Play it to the whistle. I got you, baby. Once again, we got to get it done.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Young.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jags were treated to a strong first half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Young.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Young. Into the hands of Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 45. It's a 1st down, but the tackle comes in bounds. Young to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Down to the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to it after the pick six, Young. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here comes 2nd down.
One last shot for Young.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, You guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.